Hello, I am Artosis here with IdrA, and it is the finishing interview of day one, if you want to call it that. And, well, first round you lost to White Raw, 1-2. It was 3 games like White Raw predicted. You know, I want to know what went wrong here exactly.
No, same thing that always goes wrong versus a player like White Raw. He just tricked me, or I didn't read his builds right. Medusa, I assumed he was going to go some kind of tech follow-up to the 2-gate, and he fast expo. And so then I had to expo really fast myself, and I missed a deep bow, so I wasn't prepared. It just fell apart.
Yeah, you know that the Medusa game, if we could just stop there for a second, you know, I don't know if everyone at home has seen it yet, but it was just, you know, the 2 DTs came in, and you just kind of mismicroed, don't you think?
I didn't know it was 2 DTs. I thought it was only 1, and it was in my natural for a really long time, so I figured it was almost dead. So I sieged up to kill the goons with the tanks, figuring the DT would die to the SCVs. But
oh, so let me get this straight. You thought that 1, the DT was almost dead, and 2, it was going to die to SCVs.
Yeah, I guess that was my mistake.
You deserve to lose that game. All right, how about the third game, the Chupeng Young game?
Chupeng, I watched the replay, and he cut probes. He was only like 5 supply ahead of me, but like 3 control groups of the units with speed lots, and so I didn't realize that. So I attacked, and he was waiting for an attack, so it didn't work out too well.
That's too bad. It was pretty sloppy there. Yeah, were you feeling a lot of pressure during that third game?
Not particularly.
Really? No. Really? You weren't just, there wasn't any pressure for you really? You were just like cool as a cucumber playing your game?
About like normal for an offline tournament, nothing special. It wasn't like an elimination game.
Yeah, but your next round was, you played against Super. That first game on Coliseum, the first thing I gotta ask is, it was supposed to start at 6 o'clock, but you nerds started 10 minutes early, and we did not get to see that live casted. What's the deal there?
I was ready any time, so they just started as soon as Super joined the game.
All right. Well, you know, it was actually a really long, epic game. We're going to have to get that game out there. You know, some people might have caught it on the Russian stream, but definitely a very good game. It looked like you started out a little bit sloppy for you, but once you secured the 4th base and the 5th base, you finally, your macro kicked in. What did you think about that?
There was a little danger point where we were both on 3 bases, and I was just taking my 4th, and he timing pushed, and my economy hadn't kicked in yet. So if he had known about the bottom right, he could have gotten out and killed it and contained me. But luckily he didn't, and he didn't expand himself, so I was able to just ride my economic advantage for the win.
All right. Well, you know, the the second game.
Yeah. I had him build order raped, and that's a mistake.
You know, it was kind of embarrassing for me because I was telling all the viewers that there was no way you could lose because I mean, really, you had such an advantage on him on Harmony.
Yeah.
And what you just kind of fell apart. Was that pressure coming in, or?
I had set up a mine container to watch for drop
yeah,
I guess I missed them, or there was a hole there. And I only had 2, and he had 3. So
that was a painful game for me personally. I was like, oh god, he's falling apart. But all right, game 3, elimination. I mean, if you lose this, people are going to make fun of you for the next few months. All right, and 0 money. You know, it's $1,000 if you win minimum. So tell us about the 3rd game.
Well, Super is basically a mini version of me. He goes 1 fact CC every single game, and he has good macro, and the rest of his game is a little bit sloppy. So, and I have this 2 fact build. It's basically just a Volt Command sniping build. It's designed to kill it. So I just went with that, assuming he would go Volt Command like every other game, and it worked out. Yeah,
you know, that was actually kind of interesting, because you always go for a 1 factory expansion build, and finally you went 2 factory, Goliath tank 2 factory. It was, I love that build on Destination.
Yeah, it's really good, because the natural is so abusable.
Had you planned previously to playing Super that if you hit him on Destination you were going to use this build?
I had prepared the build. I was either going to do that or Volt CC, and I just decided since he is playing straight up macro every single game, there was like no chance that he would really do anything
That's
else.
really good, you know. They say when you play against your style, that's when you're going to win the most.
That's true. I knew how to abuse it.
Yeah.
That's what everyone else does to me.
So now you're in the top 3. You're going to win at least $1,000. That means you're going to buy me a decent amount of food. I want to know, who do you want to win the White Raw Toss Girl match? Who do you want to face to try to get into the top 2?
To be honest, I think I want White Raw to win because I think it would be easier to beat him with the 0-1 disadvantage in the grand final. I would fear Toss Girl more in that situation.
Well, that is an interesting reason.
I think.
So you're going for the win. You're not trying to think of who I can get to 3K off. You want the 5K.
Well, I already have money. I might as well go for the title.
Yeah.
But I feel more comfortable trying to outplay White rather than another Terran, even if it is just us.
All right. Well, thank you much for the interview. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.